it's personal. Yeah, we had a situation some years ago, and it's personal. You know what I mean? Like the league know, everybody knows. It's been a meeting and all that, and it's just a situation with my son, and so it's yeah so I'm okay with a ref talking, saying whatever, saying just don't use the tech to get your point across. You know what I mean? So I got to do a better job making sure I stay on the floor for my teammates. But yeah, that's that.
You said it's a situation with your son?
Yeah, they know what it is. He know what it is too. So yeah, it's just know I had a meeting with him, my dad, Doc Rivers, Bob Delaney, and all that stuff. Yeah.
Scott Foster?
Yeah, him too.
Was that back in when you were with Houston?
With the Clippers. So
Did you come out of that meeting thinking?
It was a whole thing, man, but it's still been a thing for a while. So
You looked like you were surprised with the second. Did you think it was done after the first?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna pop your shit, you know what I'm saying? Don't use the tech to get your point across. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing with it. We had these conversations all the time. There's some officials that'll talk back to you and stuff like that, which is sometimes it's healthy. It's an intense game. You go back and forth, but it's like supposedly you get to give a tech to get your point across. You know what I'm saying? So at that point though, when something's said, I ain't care no more. So it is what it is. Sure, I see him in Game 7 soon. That's how it always works out with him.
Just one more on that. You mentioned he's trying to make a point. What point do you think he's trying to make to you?
I don't know. He got the power because he can call the tech. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it's been for a long time. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna go there. Let me chill. Yeah, he got to say the judge, jury, and the yeah.
I seen one coming. I was standing right there. I couldn't really hear the back and forth, but obviously there's a history there, and it escalated quick.
Yeah. Sort of an obvious question, but do you sense the extra tension or just the uniqueness of their relationship when you're out there with both of them?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I've seen it closely too. This was long before Chris was in Phoenix, so that's some history that they might have to settle between themselves.
Right.
When as much as you can keep the refs out the game, the better. People are here to see the highest competitors at the highest level, and they're obviously doing their job, but I'm saying it like I'm a master at it, but I get caught up in it too. It's a emotional game, and things happen.
I didn't see it coming, but after I looked up and they was talking for a little bit longer, I kind of felt like it wasn't a warm exchange. I knew after I seen a couple extra minutes of them talking, I knew it was something different. I didn't get to hear what was going on, but it was just a crazy sequence. I was like, 3 or 4 texts. Chris get thrown out the game. That history that him and Scott has. So, it was definitely a weird ending to the half, but I'm glad we got points out of it.
I think we're down double digits already, and we obviously need CP and his leadership and the way he manages the game. I don't like and appreciate. I know that there's history and all that, and I know he talked about it, but when both the player and the ref engage in conversation, like that has to kind of stay there. That was I told Scott that after he ejected him. It's like there are certain situations where I know players overstep. That happens a lot. There's times that you kind of know you have to back off, but when both are engaging, like I don't like that. That's the part that messed with me the most watching it. Just like two guys talking, speaking their truths, and let's just play basketball. Once you kind of take it to the next level where you got to win that argument in that situation, like that's what I don't like. But it's a tough way to lose CP, and I know he'll be better for it. the next time he's in that situation.
Did Scott understand your argument or your point when you made that?
You have to ask him.
I think Scott just felt like Chris didn't stop and he kept going, and that's why he gave him the second one. So that was his explanation.
What was your frustration when you were, jarring at him?
Well, I didn't think Chris deserved to be ejected. I mean, I don't, the first tech, absolutely, but I thought the second one was unnecessary. I mean, everybody gets frustrated out there, and but that's up to the official. Yeah, it was a big deal. We need him obviously. We're without Draymond. Without Gary, we're already shorthanded, and Chris knows that. So.